You already know what it is. We live. This is the Get Righteous Podcast. It's your boy King Hey Ruby using and your boy Zito. Zito. I already know what it is. Family.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected. Searching for connection.
There you go. Zito. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hold up. This is on the wall. It's tweaking.
Power on.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Oh, we apologize. We apologize.
On.
Yes, it was a little.
Bluetooth pairing.
Oh, we finally made it. We finally made it. Better late than never. It was good though.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, you know it. Take it away. Give me 2 seconds. Bring the people. We'll play the had a little song.
Hello. Peace. Everybody, welcome in. Happy Sunday. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How's everybody week been? Yeah? That's the word. What up? What's goody? Thank y'all for popping in this Sunday. Again, we apologize for the late start. Had some traveling issues. But we here.
Yes. Yeah, I don't care. I'm eating like our noodles. It's gonna be ghetto line.
I'll go. It's all good though. Oh yeah, man. Everybody in the comments, hello. Listenership, viewership.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah, man. All right. So we ain't even gonna hold y'all.
Nope.
We ain't even gonna. Nah. We just gonna skip the do right on into what we came here to do. Hold on, I'm looking for one person in particular.
I'm gonna send a couple more.
There you go. All right, let's go. All right, episode 82, Get Righteous Podcast. Yeah, man. Closing in on that 100 mark, thankfully. We appreciate all of y'all. There would be no us if there was no y'all. Per usual, all of the links to support the podcast, our businesses, our ventures, our sponsors, partners, everything like that. The links are in the bio. We run advertisements with the podcast. We run 15, 30, 45 second ads. So if you have a side hustle, a business, any type of dealings that you would like to promote, you can DM either one of us and we can talk pricing and we will take great care of you. Shout out to our listenership, our viewership across all major platforms. We shout out to Power 109 over on the West Coast, Stardom 101 Mag down in Georgia. Salute to y'all. Shout out our partners over at W Energy. Like I said, link in the bio. You use our promo code, you can get 30% off of your order. Try W Energy. It's all natural. Lovely little pick me up You
Yeah,
know?
I can't.
And that's pretty much it, man. The reason for the season, pardon me, it came to our attention that there was a topic that somebody wanted to be broached, and we discussed it, and it's kind of triggering to certain people, but you know what we do here, we have the hard conversations, we address these things, you understand. So we're not going to tap dance around it. That conversation that folks wanted to have is about the correlation between men's issue with women and their moms treating them badly. Okay?
You can still hear me, right?
If you need a little bit more meat on the bone, we are talking about the constant talking point, all right, of why men treat women the way that they do, or a certain kind of men treat women the way that they do. And how does that, or what does that have to do with how their own mother treated them? Right?
Right.
Obviously, it's a hot topic. It goes back and forth. It's filled with a lot of subjectivity, very little objectivity. So hopefully we can bring a little objectivity to it and try to diffuse the tension a little bit. So to give you the basis, I come from a 2-parent household. Okay, I was raised what they say or what they call right. SB was goody. I was taught to respect women. I was taught I was taught to love on women. I was taught to protect women. All of these things. I was also taught that no woman is perfect. Just like anybody, male, female, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Everybody has their flaws. Nobody is perfect. But when it comes to relationships and everything like that, I was always taught, to the best way to lead in a relationship, all right, is to pour into your woman.
Right.
And that is what I consciously do and have done. It's been my MO ever since I started dating. As I've gotten older, obviously I have grown and, made sure that those morals and everything like that stayed with me. And, it's a constant thing that I do. I constantly, affirm, make, whoever feel good and all of these things, and build them up rather than tear them down. My mother, so I don't have that hitch in me as to, hey, your mother treated you badly, so you treat women badly. I don't have that. But that's just me. I'm speaking for me. But I do see living vicariously through people that we both grew up with.
Right.
People that we're exposed to. You understand? We know the latter very well.
Yeah. Facts.
So in terms of it being fact or fiction or whatever the case may be, I'm going to kick it up to you. What is your take on the correlation between the two? What does one have to do with the other?
I just say it definitely come from different point of views, of course, different background. Like Z said, he grew up in a house with both parents. My father passed when I was in the 2nd grade, going into the 3rd grade. So different for me. But
Right.
mom's had her, friends, boyfriends, or whatever. Never nothing abusive or crazy. At a young age, I learned that shit, at this time, moms is all you got. You know what I'm saying? So your queen is all you got. So you got to treat that the best way possible, and then you just grow into, that grow into your relationship with friends that are girls, girlfriends, and things like that. But then we also seen the youngsters that was brought up by just body mom, and the story is a little different. You know what I mean? Maybe in and out of boyfriends. Some boyfriends not real good for, as role model wise. You know what I mean, for the youngin. So the youngin grow up a little wild towards not only his mom, but towards females. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just to the way you seen, mom being taken care of, or what's going on in her relationship. So it kind of, it stems off.
Right.
You know what I mean? You learn what you see. And then in that case, that's where we get the dudes in this day and age. But it goes both ways. As we grow up, you can see it goes both ways. It goes for the females. The females may not be too much physically abusive, but mentally.
Peace, B. What's good with you, brother?
And stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? They get the same way, so they can you know what I mean? They can be that same way too. But as far as the fellas, I think that's just where it comes from. What you see is what you're gonna pick up. It's on you really to decide at that age. I decided, hey, I'm gonna treat women with the utmost respect. I was taught that way. That's how I was brought up, so that's how I am. And some instances, yeah, you do wear off. You become your own person and own man. Could we have went to the FUs and BITs and smacking chicks all around and all that? Yeah, we've seen it, but we chose not to do it. So it's really, you know what I mean? Once you grow up, I think it's just on you. But at a young age, you can be affected by what you see. And that definitely stems because your mom controls all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my situation don't need to be out there, but the situation I'm in, until I'm fully into my kid's life right now, she controls all. So I don't know what the fuck they saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until so it's just, it's a lot that go into it. But moms do got a lot into what the male or female sees, because 90% of the time, unless the father got full custody, the kids is going through and seeing what, you know what I mean, what she going through. So whatever she going through, they going through.
Right. I think that's an interesting point too, because that can tie into it's not just about the mother's relationship with the son and how the son treats the women. It translates to the boy. It translates to the boys too. You understand? And how, or it translates to the girls and how girls treat guys and all of these things. But in my case, in our case, a lot of our mutuals, or we'll say associates, specifically, we see a lot of things go through on social media all the time. A lot of people saying a lot of things,
right?
And one thing that was said is the fact that it could be a subconscious hatred for women that's developed by the men because of what they grew up in. If they trust females,
exactly.
maybe their mom was loosey goosey. You understand?
Right.
And maybe they mom did them dirty. So from there on, they never trusted women again. But yet, you want to say and you want to act as if, you love women and, you want everything a woman provides and all of these things, and that's from the sexual aspect of it all the way down to everything else. But how can you, as a man, you understand, if you have this, it could be unconscious, it could be in your subconscious, this hatred for women, and think that you could be anything but performative to these women. And what I mean by that is, when I say you're being performative, you say all the right things, you understand, to get what you want from them. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and the actual factual, the meat and potatoes of it all, you know, you just end up doing them dirty because you feel as if, you know, because of how you came up and that damage, that trauma that's there, you know. So that's more or less what I'm seeing, and that's more or less what I'm hearing from a lot of these females out here, and it's crazy because, you know, they kind of pigeonhole men a lot, you know, but because of it, just because we might have gone through that as children, that doesn't mean as men that we can't grow past that. You understand?
Right.
Like, just because, and this, you know, it translates to a lot of shit. Absentee fathers, absentee mothers, or whatever the case may be, growing up in the system, whatever, you know, whatever. Just because that's how we came up, that doesn't mean that's who we are.
Right.
You know? And then that trickles down to the type of conversations that you're having or the people that you're attracting. You understand? So it's like, where does the real problem lie? Is it the fact that you attract these type of men, or you pick up what I'm putting down?
Exactly. Word. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Nope. I know exactly. Yep. Facts. Fact. I know exactly where you're going with it.
It's interesting. It's real interesting to me. Because all I see is I see a lot of females talking that, oh, a real man this, a real man does this, a real man does that.
And like you said,
Y'all don't know what it is to be a real man.
Half of them don't even know what it is to be a real woman. Who the fuck was they learning from? Most of the OG and triple OG grandmothers is gone. So unless you look, I'm just keeping it, and we keeping it 100 and funky. So it's not as if y'all really learning from some good ass first home base. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like y'all got the utmost respect for yourself. It's not like y'all not out here hot grilling on the low. It's not like y'all not out here, you know what I'm saying? On your Cardi B or your what's the name, like, you know what I mean? So we, like you said, as much as we know how the fellas is, you know what I mean? The fellas can get down and how it's going down. Y'all females is not top notch, and I'm just being 100. Like, Americanized females are really irk my fucking nerves.
Bruh.
And time,
the bar is so fucking low right now.
Like, so low. Y'all fucking respect for yourself, the way y'all fucking carry yourself, but then y'all want the most utmost top-notch man. I'm not the perfect man, but the motherfucker that y'all want and that y'all saying that y'all want out here, half of y'all can't even hold. Y'all can't even keep them. I'm telling you can't, because I know these niggas. I can bring you around motherfuckers if you want some motherfuckers that got it all, but you can't even hold him down. You're not even going to know what to do to hold him down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For him to even hold you down how you want to be held down. So it goes both ways. Like you said, it goes both ways. So I think, as we always say, motherfuckers got to step and look in that mirror and start to talk. You know what I mean? Start to talk to yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Because and that comes in with, we say that too, affirmations, all that shit ties in. That comes in with that. I mean, you can break yourself out of shit. You start changing your RNA by recoding your DNA. You know what I'm saying? Using affirmation, spirituality, meditation, that's what that is. That is how you recode your DNA from the shit that's being altered from the outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely possible because it's happening. You know what I mean? It's too much a wake up. That's why these subjects is coming up. That's why these talks are coming up, because while we got a lot of fuckery going on, we got a lot of real going on. So while they mashing, you just gonna keep mashing down walls. You know what I'm saying? And as the subjects come, we just gonna keep going. Look what's going on. Global warming, Earth, and all that shit. You can't deny it no more. What's going on with politics and these crooked motherfuckers, you can't deny it no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. All this shit, you can't deny it no more. You can look for the bull crap if you want to believe it, but it's so much out there now, no matter what situation is, as we call it, the Jimbo know, is universal law.
Yes, sir.
It's there. You know what I'm saying? That law is always there. Like
Jimbo,
you
Gramalat.
can't not break that. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's going on. Word, it is. It's a whole lot of excuses.
Sticky Lonnie D, but we seen Sticky D today.
Oh shit! Word.
Dark, bro. Man, D.
Word. That was good.
He was with little shit, just like moms, man. Shout out to the fan. But Universal.
See, and that's a whole other shit. Word, Jimbo. Like universal law, man. I be trying to tell people all the time, and people they be like, yeah, what is that? Like y'all say that a lot, but like, what does that mean? Like, literally, we gave you the game on what it is and what it ain't. You understand? Like,
well, Jimbo waiting for the lecture to drop. I'm just waiting for the computer.
right. You understand? But that's really all it is. I was talking to my sister today, and I was breaking it down to her because, you know, it's mindset. You understand? You know, we always build on mindset. You know, getting her out of her slump, me getting out of my slumps and shit like that. Because I'm far from fucking perfect. You understand? As within, as without, as above, so below. Goddamn it.
I'm perfect, but I'm working on me every day. So you know what I'm saying.
Word is born. But yeah, man. So as far as that correlation goes, as far as, you know, women and, you know, and the men treating women poorly because of how their mothers treated them and all of these things, it all to me, it all boils down to the choices we make and how we deal with people. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Who you attract, who you have around you, you know, who's pouring into you, what you're pouring into yourself, and everything like that. You understand?
It's a big role, man. It's a big role, man. Where you put yourself at, where you got yourself at daily, is going to play a big role on where you're moving at. Just like Jimbo just posted, because of the conversation we had on universal law, keep the bucket open.
Right.
Because even buckets that are open got crabs in them. So you got to make sure you're able to get out. Like, you know what I mean? It's only right. You have to make sure you can get out. Because if you can't, you're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there. You know what I mean? Crabs in the buckets, they see the light, but they can't crawl out because somebody is always holding on and holding on. If the people that's holding on ain't taking steps with you, then they gotta get cut off. And as we gonna always say that, that don't mean you don't fuck with them. That don't mean you don't love them. That don't mean none of that. Is that at certain times in your life, when you got certain goals and you want to be at certain places, you gotta be around that energy. You gotta be around those people, and you gotta put yourself in the position to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. The ones that's rocking with you is gonna help you. They not gonna do it for you, but they gonna help you. So that's putting yourself in the position. As long as yourself is in position to win, you gonna be good. If a motherfucker tooting they face up and word this, then you like, don't fuck with them. You know what I mean? Because you know the energy ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right. It's a lot of fake energy out there. You know what I mean? And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, we proud our life on damn near. You know what I mean? Reading fake energy. You don't want fake motherfuckers around you. That's it. That's, you know what I mean? Point blank period. And that just don't come with people. I can come with anything. You know what I mean? Where you at in your situation, your house. You might need to be cleared out. You might need a cleansing. You might need a spiritual cleansing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just don't mean the people. That can be where you at. If you're not right in this, if you in an environment and you're not right and shit, you just can't think right and shit like that, something in that environment spiritually ain't letting you get right. You know what I'm saying? So it's in and out with this. You know what I mean? Spirituality is universal. You know what I'm saying? It's for all. I don't even care if you do believe in God and all that. It's universal. You can feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some shit you can pray for, but it's some shit you can feel. And that shit that you can feel, that's real. You know what I mean? So,
yep, absolutely.
You can get right.
So that's pretty much it. That's all I got for that. But we do have some questions.
Got questions? How many questions you got?
We got like 8. So, buzzsaw time. You ready to go? We appreciate y'all for that topic, though. Per usual, listenership, viewership, YouTube, all the streaming platforms. Y'all can drop your comments, and we'll go back and we'll read them. And if need be, we'll come back. We'll talk about that in detail and talk about this in detail if you want. But we appreciate y'all for that. Get into the Q&A. our first question that comes in is: I had somebody come in. I had somebody come in to get an Ankh tatted on them. I asked why the Ankh instead of a cross. They said the Ankh is the real cross. I didn't ask for details, but what does that mean? I am a Catholic, so I am confused.
That's me.
It wasn't addressed to either, but
I know.
you know,
Word.
it's the valley.
Yeah, facts, but I already know. Simple. All the signs have their meanings. Just like I keep telling y'all, everything has a meaning. Everything has their spiritual meaning. It connects to a different energy. Dealing with the cross in ancient times, the cross was the real peace sign before they put it in the Bible and made it seem like somebody was up there nailed to it. Nobody was never nailed to it. That's the official peace sign. The Ankh is a universal key of life. So it transported us into different portals. At the same time, it represents the woman and female for bringing life, because that is the key of life. That's the key of energy. That symbol is the key of energy. That's how we create. We create with our womb, and we create the womb that creates life. That's the key of life. But it's a lot of terminology when it comes to ancient times, because a lot of people that held those keys, as you see on the walls and you see in Kemet, those keys, certain people, your key was for you and got you to certain places if you was in a higher level, higher spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you was at. So that key can get you to different places, different portals. Like y'all here now. We can go from here, and the next you know, we on the other side of the, you know what I mean, planet. All that was true, all that was real before they had technology, and you know what I mean, and started feeding it to us this way. But yeah, it's just universal symbol. Your cross really means peace. That's the real meaning of the cross, and then the key, the light, the Ankh is two separate things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I agree with everything that was said. If I had to sprinkle my little 2 cents on it, but I won't go into great detail as to real or fake. They said because this person said that this is the real cross and everything like that. I would suggest that you do a deep dive, if you can, to go look up what the cross in Catholicism, what that represents, and the tip of the iceberg is that it's masculine. You understand? And as bro said, like, you know, the Ankh represents both, you know, woman and man. You know, and the circle of life, it gets deeper, way deeper. You know, this is why you really would never see me. You know, I used to like wear crosses and stuff like that until I learned.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So now that I know what time it is and what's what and all of these things, I'd rather rock the real shit. You know, quote unquote.
Facts.
Or what I feel, what I feel is the real shit.
Word. Yep. What I feel.
But thank you for that question. Like I said, I ain't gonna get into details because that's a whole other episode. But yeah, you should do a nice little deep dive on that. Our next question is, what do you two think of Charleston White? Charleston White. Honest, if I'm keeping it a whole bean about Charleston White, I think he's an industry plant. That's a fact, Jimbo. It's never a symbol to be worn. That's a fact. I think Charleston White is an industry plant, like a 6ix9ine, like a well, you know how it goes, the Hip Hop Police and everything like that. It's crazy, you know. He talks a lot of shit, and he talks a lot of G shit, but he's not one of those guys.
Well, I'm about to say he ain't that, right?
You understand? In Christianity, it states the use of symbols or depictions of God or people or something. Symbols or depictions of God or people and stuff. No. Charleston, talk the truth. Listen, he's just not my cup of tea. I put it to you like that. I understand that people like him and like that he quote unquote, says factual things. Everybody's capable of saying factual things. You know what I mean? But I don't like what he does. Like, I don't like him saying, "Oh, I'm scared of such and such and such and such," who's a rolling 60. You understand? And he proceeds to pull out every single kind of fucking gun on his live stream and shit like that, and talk about, "I'll blow you back to being Slauson boys," and da 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 da. Like, bro, stop. Just stop.
Right.
Just stop. Don't do that. You feel me? I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with the pump fake. You understand? I believe he pump fakes a whole lot. I believe he talks a lot of shit, and then when niggas call and pull his tail, he tucks it. But that's just me.
I don't really fuck with it. I don't fuck with it.
That's just me.
Like I said, that's like Jimbo said. Like, you know what I mean? You're on your wave. You're on your wave. But if you talking certain shit and talking certain ways, when that shit come around and that shit tested, you better be on that. Like, you know what I mean? So, like,
right. Nigga call this when somebody called him out to the fade. He talked about, yeah, nah, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm just shooting this. I'm shooting that. Doing this. Listen, I understand. I get it. But
yeah. Yeah, Ninja.
I feel you, bro. I do. I understand. I can listen. Certain things he says, certain things that he says, I understand the appeal, right? But it's always an energy thing with me. How you carry yourself, how you bring it across. You understand?
Right.
So for me, how he brings his shit across, I don't fuck with it. I done seen too many niggas. I've seen too many like him. You know what I'm saying? And he acts like a op 100% of the time. That's why I don't like people like him or Whack 100 and like just not my cup of tea. Just not my cup of tea. Our next question. What's you guys take on the age play kink?
The what?
The age play kink. Last week we talked about the girl on TikTok, the one who does the AI live streams and shit like that, but she poses on her Twitter as a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, I posted it up. Remember when you said?
I know.
Yep, you said.
Yep. That right there in itself is what they call an age kink, meaning that she is facilitating content to motherfuckers who like a certain age or things to appear as if they are a certain age.
Right.
To me, now you already know what that shit sounds. It sounds like some pedophile shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So we labeling age play as a kink that's acceptable?
Nah. Well, and she one of the people that's putting it out there? Hell no.
Bro, it's a whole society of these people. Like no bullshit.
Damn.
It's a whole like the question said, it's a kink. Like it's a fetish.
Yeah. I mean,
like how people be having heel fetishes, French maid outfits, schoolgirl outfits. It's a kink.
Yes, that's a pedophile kink. You know what I'm saying? That what you
feel
think
me?
What do you think that's? I mean, that's how they prey on your daughters. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how they prey on young females. Like, you know what I mean? When your daughter walking out and she 12, 13, 14, 15, and she getting teenage now, and she got that little shit on. Yeah, these the type of people we talking about.
And mind you, she is 28, 29 years old.
That's the thing.
Posing as a 14 or 15-year-old girl, bro. On what fucking planet is that okay?
Right.
On what fucking planet? You tell me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The fact that that's a fucking kink blows my shit. Like, what? It's just some dirty motherfuckers out here, man. And then, you know, to add on to that, just like the whole Sound of Freedom movie, everybody getting behind it. Oh, yo, you gotta go see it. It's about the child trafficking, the women trafficking. Da, 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 da. One of its main funders just got fucking arrested.
Yeah, I know. I ain't posted up yet. I got it
Come
on.
on, son.
And my thing too with that, bro. Fucking, especially the people that's on my timeline, cats that's posting up. Oh yeah, don't eat this and eat that and that. Oh yo, you see this and see that now? Kiss my ass. I've been posting this shit for 3.5 years. I ain't post one motherfucking post about no trafficking, no pedophile, no none of that shit. None of y'all, not one of y'all. I want to hear that shit. Now motherfuckers, all of a sudden go watch this and see this. Get the hell out of here. I've been on the wave, nigga. We've been on motherfuckers' heads and putting motherfuckers out there to where they had to stop letting motherfuckers comment on their shit. Real sex, like we really been putting that work in. Like I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all motherfuckers not ready to suit up. Y'all ain't ready to go to no borders. Y'all not ready to go hit no spots. Y'all not ready to go rescue nobody. Y'all don't want to hear none of that shit. Until that shit home, let it be one of y'all's, then everybody gonna want to act wild. Now all of a sudden the little movie came out. Like he just said, the motherfucker who put the movie out is part of this shit.
Yep.
Come on, man.
So the shit was happening in the house. So y'all motherfuckers is going off of actual factual.
Exactly. I ain't even peep it yet. I'm going to the movies shit. I ain't even peep it yet. It's out. So you know I got people on the joint. I ain't peep it yet because why? Why when I put out the real, we put out the real daily. I ain't gotta watch no movie to put some shit out that I'm putting out there. Like you know what I mean? Like man, you're crazy as hell. Crazy as hell.
Yeah, man. So it's but yeah, to close out that whole age play kink, that shit is foul. Like you can kiss ass, kick rocks, all that shit. That's some dirty, disgusting shit. And if you with that shit, something wrong with you. Real shit. Our next question. Why do men think beating on women is acceptable? First of fucking all.
I'm about to say I can't even.
Let's get this shit straight right now.
Real 100.
I don't think men beating on women is acceptable at all.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Like, nigga, I was raised to defend women. I was raised to uplift women, build women up, all of these things.
Right.
I have a issue with domestic violence. I have come to blows with people that I hold near and dear over domestic violence. Let's be fucking clear.
Thanks.
I don't speak on the shit because it ain't nobody's fucking business. But me and 1 and 2, you understand?
Yeah.
But
and that's 100. Like, yeah. I mean, definitely on our end, we couldn't answer that for you because that's not how we rock. I done cut motherfuckers I watch grow up and shit like that off because of the way they treat females. I done told motherfuckers around me, window around me, don't be on no bitch this, bitch that. Stop arguing with females. Stop doing that. I don't care who you is. You know what I mean? This is our universal podcast. Only people who know us would know, but they ain't even got to say no names.
Right.
Because we know the disrespectful ones. We know the ones that put their hands on females. We don't play that. No. When you're around, we're not having that. I don't care who you is, what age, none of that. We ain't having that. Get it in, win, lose, or draw. That's how we come in. I keep telling y'all, just by answering that, just by this podcast, the very meaning of this podcast in the beginning, by answering the other question and answering now. We don't play that shit. We don't need no sounds of freedom when it comes to these kids and women. We don't play that shit. When it comes to this shit, it's protect the kids and women at all costs. That's number one. No playing around. Yep. Point blank, period. Us men, we can get together and defend for ourselves. When it comes to women and kids, we are not playing that. And from now on, I'm telling y'all, it's been a minute coming. But we saving up for something big. We saving up for a real team, a real agency. Not no police patrol, not no sheriff patrol. We saving up for real shit. When we hit the scenes, we gonna be protected and getting real shit done. You know what I mean? But we gonna keep those on the wraps because that's just shit like that. But we don't play that disrespectful shit. That shit is whack. Yeah. It's low. And if you is a bull like that, like bro, Go kick rocks, nigga.
There's no. It doesn't matter how you flip it, how you spin it, whatever the case may be. I know, nigga. Like a man should not lay hand on a motherfucking woman. You understand? And at the same time, I respect the fact that a lot of these women are getting more physical with men, and women put their hands on men too.
Yeah.
Same shit. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
The 18-year relationship. We done been there. Have I punched her or some shit like that? No. Have I had the motherfucker restrain and shake and shit? Yes. But there's a difference between restraining a female and hitting a female. You know what I mean? You're a male, so you can restrain a female. If you can't restrain a female, then you just get up out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm one of those people that I'm not cool with, transgender women participating in combat sports that are male. You understand? Like or that are female. Pardon me.
Right.
I'm not with that shit either, because at the end of the day, that's a man hitting on a. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just not with it on any level, professional or unprofessional.
That's what
That was a good one though. But definitely get that. Why do men? Because all men don't think like that. We definitely don't. All right. Our next question. In your opinions, what's the best series of books to read? Best series of books to read. Series. It depends on the type of reader that you are.
Yeah. Definitely.
For me, when I think series of books, because there's very few
book right now
that are actually good. If I haven't mentioned it before, I will mention it now. Dan Brown. Dan Brown is literally one of the best series writers to ever do it. All right. If you don't know who he is, he wrote the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, The Lost Symbol, Inferno. That series, that Robert Langdon series, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. You understand? So that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if it came to this, my books probably would be a little off the stay into a whole different genre. Like, you got to be into extras, like real UFOs and shit, from the books that I have as series right now. But I will give a book that's damn near like one. Just reading that damn book, you read it over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Get the Buddha in my mirror. The Buddha's in the mirror. And that's one of my top books, you know what I'm saying, for self development, strengthening mind, strengthening, daily affirmations, daily ways to live life, see life, you know what I'm saying? It has a lot of different life scenarios in there, and it just tell you how to break things down. It's like, you know what I mean? They tell you how to control your life, basically, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good book for anybody and everybody to read. Everybody should have the Buddha in my mirror, because it's reflecting everything and every scenario on you. What you go through is on you. Your relationship, when you get out, when you get up, what you go eat, what you go drink, what car you choose to drive in, what plane you choose to go on, what train you choose to go on, all that. What you choose to do is all on you. It's in the Buddha's in the mirror, and it's waiting control things. Like Zito said, for instance, earlier when we was talking about the moms and, their relationships and who they have, you know what I mean? That's on them. Like, that, they control that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they want, for my child, I know he growing up, dad is not here, but I need to make sure he do go up the right way. It's on that female to make sure whoever she bring in her life and put in her life to make that, you know what I mean, go. Not just off because, I'm feeling this about this dude and that. That don't play no more. It's not about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but the Buddha in the mirror, it breaks down scenarios and situations, and it help you, like get through daily shit. So when shit start to hit you, I guarantee you, after a month after reading that book, you'll start to see things different. You'll start to get through your day. Certain shit, you're like, that was just some bullshit. Like it'll get you there to where life becomes, you know what I
Right.
mean, visual. You know what I mean, visualized instead of broken up like the Matrix. You looking all crazy and shit. Don't know what's going on. Going through this while I'm going through that.
Right.
You feel me? So definitely
Yeah, man.
grab that book.
Series. Yeah, man. It's always it's rare to find a good series
Yeah,
of book. You know, like a lot of people have good one-offs and shit like that. Just like last episode, you know, we talked about the obvious series of books that, you know, fundamentally for me, changed me as a person, as a man, as a businessman, and everything like that. Anything Robert Greene, you know, whether it's 48 Laws of Power, you know, The Art of Seduction, Mastery, like that whole series, out of this fucking world.
I'm about to say
You know,
that. Him, of course, facts. Word.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, but like I said, it depends on the type of reader that you are. But you know, I think the time has come where we got to drop that book list for folks. You know, Mr. Metz, what's good, brother? Our next question: how do I get more support for my business from friends and family?
Man,
Well,
it's like I'm just gonna go. I'm taking from the top. It's perfect, just like you know what I mean. Is the king in here? The king is in here. A cup of ginger. You know, that's our brody. You know, we
yes,
all
sir.
go within us, you know, same time together. Booming this, booming organic juices, you know what I'm saying? And like he said today, you don't gotta come support, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, not only am I, but I do have to. I don't have to, but I do have to. Because the only way why people in our community are going to
Right.
thrive is if we invest in each other, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard when running the business. I'm saying this because it's hard for you to have your friends and your families be the ones that help you boom and take you to the next level. Because most of the time, those friends that you thought was friends is the ones now, is the ones that halfway don't want to see you make it. Or if you do make it, then they want to jump on the band. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Family, if they ain't doing nothing, got nothing, most of the time we don't got them family members that's really helping, you know what I mean, to make us prosper. Motherfuckers get they shit, and this is what I got, and invite you over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, fuck focusing on family and friends when it comes to your business. All your support is going to come from the outside. Market yourself, get a marketing team. Market yourself daily, every day. If you got a couple dollars, $25, $30, get you somebody to help you out on low stream or something. Find you sites, find you things, podcasts just like us. We give shout outs, we give advertisement because this is just not IG for us. This is IG Live. We're on every platform and on major platforms. So
Every major fucking platform. You understand? And have partnerships in place. This is part of the reason why we do what we do, to help put on.
right,
Literally.
viewership in other countries, even though it might be 1%, 1%, 1%, but that's in other countries. So you just got to believe that everything that's going to happen is going to come from the people that's drawn to your energy. When you make a business and you create something, you created an energy. Everything is energy. So whoever's on that wave, brought to that wave, can find that wave, they're going to find you. It's going to take for it to start to pop for those around you to say, okay, shit, I am going, you know what I mean, dig in. And when they come around, you know what I mean? You don't fall, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. That's just how business goes. You don't fall no family member, don't fall no friends that may haven't had hit you up, you know what I mean? I did it, I got this. You don't know, I done cursed motherfuckers out, ain't talked to motherfuckers, had to bang on motherfuckers, everything. I had to tell motherfuckers straight to their face. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we grow, we get over that.
To add on to your, because you literally hit on every single point. Every single point. Directly, how or what can I do to get more support from friends and family? stop looking.
Yeah.
Stop literally stop looking for them.
Don't.
Because here's the thing. If your friends know what you do, if your family knows what you do, and they aren't the first in line, that should tell you something.
Right. Well,
and it's not like, oh, hey, I need to know more about what it is that you do and everything like that. Whatever, like, okay, even if that is the case, and you break it down for them and all of these things.
Right.
Your friends and your family, your warm network, they should be the first one. And if they aren't, then you start taking it to other places where people start lining up to buy your services, buy your products, whatever the case may be. You understand? You're talking to people who, when the first album came out that my good brother up top, all right, and our older cousin put out, a lot of the success of it came from out of town instead of in town.
Yeah. And at this time, we had a wave in town. So we had
super wave.
Half the town, and then we had the motherfuckers that were like, oh, why y'all get this on it? Why y'all put this on it? It was already from the rip, and we were so young, but so advanced minded that we just automatically walking off like, oh, these motherfuckers hating, but watch when the songs start dropping. And
right.
Then when literally in other towns and other cities, we was in bills and signed contracts and stuff like that. We never did, which was good. I'm just grateful we didn't sign our soul to no fucking people. But at the same time, we was there. We was there. We was in the Bad Boy Studios. We was there. Get Your Walk On was already about to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Crazy Wave, like you said, but it didn't just come directly from our friends and shit because most of them was hating. You know what I'm saying? Older cats, younger cats, of course, moms and stuff like that, and our girlfriends.
Yeah.
Those cats was rocking with us, like, you know what I'm saying? But once it started to get bumping, then cats was like,
shit.
Oh, yeah. I heard, you know what I mean? That shit jumping, like, bro, we the only ones from our town to close down Obsessions in the same stage where motherfucking Jadakiss and them was on. Nobody else has done it. There's no group out here ever. We're 37 now. There's no group that's ever going to do it. They're not going to do it. We shut the whole building down. We sold the whole building out. You know what I mean? Did a whole damn show. Not only 4 to 5 songs, we did a whole damn near album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But we did that by just grinding because we didn't give a fuck. We didn't care. The motherfuckers wasn't fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers wasn't rocking with us, cool. Guess what? We gonna keep on going. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mind frame that I had to build back and install back into myself. Like, it ain't, man, fuck the outside shit. Go off who rocking with you. Point blank period. Who rocking with you, that's who you rock with. Motherfuckers come around, they come around. If they don't, just remember, as long as you ain't holding nothing here, because it's business. Remember, it's business. Business is business, so don't hold nothing here. You know what I'm saying? I got there. I got that way that I had to step myself back. Like, this is his business, and you know what I mean? Whatever else is whatever else. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So don't look
what it is, man.
Don't look for it.
Of course, you expect it to come from friends and family. You want that support. Right. You know what I mean? You want to feel like if everything else fails, you have a safety net of your friends and your family. Anybody wants that. You understand? So, like me personally, when I started my marketing agency, I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. You know, I took the path, that a lot of people don't travel. You know, a lot of people go through certain outlets, and I bucked the system. I went at the establishment instead of going with the establishment. I made the establishment come to me because we've played this game before. I'm not going to sit back and wait for people to support. I'm going to go where the need is. Supply and demand. You understand? And that's the mindset that you have to have in business. Especially, when you're looking for more support, the day and age that we're in, it's a direct message away. Start kicking their doors in, literally, via direct message. Get in them DMs and start kicking up dust. And you will find your support. you will find like-minded people. You will find people who rock with what you do and everything like that. You know, then everybody else will come around.
Exactly. That's why I had to go work on the IG back. You know what I mean? Did the same thing. Slowly varied from just a regular personal accounts, and even if it was personal, I just made it more to what I'm about. So that way I got my people. You know what I'm saying? More open with spiritual. So I had to break away from the people that know me. I ain't got shit to do with that.
You know the shit, bro.
Not going to get on that, and I just had to, you know what I'm saying, take it to a whole nother joint, started a whole new name, and got into people on my wave. So when it was came time for me to market and put my stuff out, it was quick to, oh yeah, I'm rocking with that, I'm fucking with that, like, you know what I'm saying? And just keep doing that. You'll definitely find your people and have your people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We appreciate that one. We're rounding it out. Got 2 more to go. Oh boy, here we go. All right, second to last question. How do you separate lust from love? Come on, Taoist.
You know what? Because it definitely is a difference. I
Let's
think,
get it, Louis Libra.
I think,
Talk about that balance.
yeah, I was about to say, I think it's, as a male, I'm just saying from a male, you know what I mean? Because it's females that just, you know, they mind that it's just only on one thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just come from male. I think
Facts.
of course, the female chrome, the female joint is bigger and all that. They turn quicker, they faster. You know, for us, we gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely is a male in his 19 between whatever.
The
It's
good
20.
brother feels so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's still in there. Even though he may love you, but at that time, that age, them things are still perked up. That thing is still looking, you know what I mean? Like Beyonce when she first came out, like, you know what I'm saying? So the body is right. So right now, yeah, you still kind of, you know what I mean? Listen, I think it's when you get a little bit older, not old, a little bit older, a little bit mature, and then you start to see and take your woman for her whole aura, you know what I'm saying? So that lust becomes love. So when you do prowl in and engage in, she's feeling it more. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn the difference in being a Libra. Oh, I know how to love.
Did
But
you?
for a moment, I had to learn how to divide the, you know what I'm saying? It must because certain joints you can, you know what I mean? You be like, shit, that one right there, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I think it's...
You want to know some real shit? I'm going to give you some real shit. That's a good question, right? This is the shit, right? I learned personally the difference between lust and love from watching y'all operate.
Facts.
That's just real shit.
Now
That's just real shit.
Now that you just put it that way, from our conversations from previous, from us growing up, exactly. Now, if you know what's growing up, then you would definitely understand where we're coming from if you know the inside. But you're right, Zito, because I was the lover. The other half was the, you know.
See what you live in a woman. Facts, Jimbo.
Yes, exactly. The other half was more the luster. You know what I'm saying? So you right. You facts exactly. So plus I had to, and like you said, you watched it. I had to
I had a front row seat.
You know what I mean, from going that route to getting back to, you know, you know, on the other shit, because you can get there. You know, you were young. You can. It's, you know what I mean. It happens. You know what I'm saying? But Zito right. You know what I mean? Zito was definitely right. Like, I mean, I had to. You know, you learn to.
It's crazy to learn, like, you know, but that's just me. I'm a natural observer. I watch people, you know. I peep game. You know, I'm a very visual person. So it's like, for me, you know, the lust factor, you know, that's that shit that gets motherfuckers in trouble. You understand? That's that stuff that how you how you sitting outside in the car waiting for a motherfucker to come out. You understand? Mm. Making sure that ain't nobody else going into the house and shit. Listen,
It's fun, like you feel me, like
that Lussell, how you doing some wild shit.
yeah, word,
You feel me?
word.
But that love, man, don't nothing hit like it. It's that's that shit that people chase, that people until they dying day. You understand? They just want to feel that love and be loved and loved on and everything like that. That's that, you know. That's that forever chase. You know.
Yes, that's that.
That, yeah, man.
I had to
But
make sure. I had
that's a big one.
we had to make sure.
What's good?
You know, we
Huh?
do real things. You know what I mean? We can't open up.
Boy, here he
But
goes.
you know what I'm saying? We can't open up cases, but we do real things. You know, you grow up. You grow up, and you
Right.
go to another level, and some don't. You know what I mean? But that's goes from earlier before we close off.
Right.
Get what
Exactly.
you on track. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Be serious about yourself. Feed more love, man.
Yep.
That motherfucker to love you. Make sure you love yourself so hard that motherfucker don't even attempt to fuck with you unless they not in love with you. You know what I'm saying? And if you want motherfuckers lusting over you, you know what to do.
Yep. Pretty much. And we appreciate that question. Segues into our last question, which is a fucking doozy. So buckle up. All right. If your fuck buddy starts to catch feelings, do you stop seeing them, even if the sex is for fuego?
Hmm.
Come on, love doctor.
Look, I'm just talking from I don't know. I'm talking from I'm talking from a younger me because I don't know what y'all talking about. But the young, I don't. I mean, look, motherfuckers start get a little too wild, a little what's that? We already got a little establishment established, then you know you better cut time, especially if you got something else that ain't supposed to be figured out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you can play a dip and dab, then that's on you. Whether you gonna stick around or cut the person off or not. But if I was with someone and on the side, me and this person was know what it is. We get up, we do our thing, and that's it. Like, don't start telling me, you know what I mean, this and that, and the third, then yeah, like, you gonna have to go. You know what I mean? Because at that time, you may not want to get, you know what I mean, what you got really going on to get messed up. In this day and age, now being who I am, I won't have to be worried about no fuck buddy or nobody on the side of none of that because it's either mono or dealing with my spirituality, we doing poly. So we get two things. We doing this mono thing, and if there's something else going on, then we all know what's going on. Not no polyamorous, we dipping and dabbing. This is what it is, and this is where you at. You ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing. And I'm the one with the pole. You know what I'm saying? And y'all the pool balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm gonna knock them down. But other than that, nah. You know, it's getting messy. Get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Even because that's what happens. It's the sexual part and physical part that's so heavy that now the love is starting to draw in. So now you have the connection is built in now. So now you got to start building on the outside of that, and somebody gonna want more. That's how it goes. So in this day and age, sit at the table, be polyamorous, mono, or poly. You got three choices.
I mean, all right, yeah.
Like,
How about this? Right? How about this? Your fuck buddy starts to catch feelings.
it's about to get.
Do you stop seeing them, even if the sex is fuego? If you, right, are emotionally detached, right? What you say?
Detail.
Cut it off. It's about to get messy as fuck. Word.
Yeah, thanks.
If your fuck buddy and you recognize that your fuck buddy is catching feelings, and you don't cut ties because the sex is fuego, that's literally you torturing them.
Exactly. Word, exactly. Then now both of y'all go.
That.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. Then you know what? Then you gonna be on what's the name, motherfucker? Your ass gonna be on dead on first 48. Your stupid ass. For real.
Right.
Nah. Then you gonna,
Especially if you know that they're catching feelings. If they, you understand, like,
look, people with day and age, bro, are wild. You know what I mean?
Fact.
My friend, brother, my best
that's the whole thing.
just got shot a few months ago. Fucking with somebody's wife that's and they about to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Don't be playing. I'm telling you, don't play
Do
around.
it to yourself.
You can play around out here if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Not only did the dude hit him up, he hit the lady first, right in the head. She went instantly. Hit him, drove off, got stopped, and then off himself. Like, and then these people not gonna care about you. And you go on down. Like, I'm telling you, out here. If you out here playing around in this day and age, and y'all don't got no full agreement going on, and like you said, and like Sis said in the comments, and it's getting messy, and you don't stop that shit, then you keep playing with it. Or that's what happens to you is what happens, and that's universal law. Whatever the fuck happens, that's what you conjured up and put together. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Bingo, buddy.
It's your ass that want to control. Like I just said about the Buddhist in the mirror, you ain't want to sit back, control that situation, because if you automatically see that it's getting messy, you should already have visions of what the next steps is going to be. You know what I'm saying? If things don't go right, so it's on you. Go ahead and play around.
The terms are defined. Once the terms change, cut it off unless y'all both caught feelings. Yeah, I mean, if you both catching feelings, then y'all need to have a conversation and see where that goes. You understand? Because you could be missing out on, something great. You feel me? But if it's one-sided, like the question says, then, you're just being greedy. Because it's fuego. Oh man, y'all are fucking hilarious. Yeah, man. Knowing is half the fucking battle, as they say. So if you know there's feelings involved and everything like that, then be merciful. Let them down slow.
Right.
I mean, don't do it. Stay safe. Facts. Just And that's it. That's all of our questions. We appreciate y'all for sending those in. Thank you very much. And that's all we have for tonight. Take us home.
Right. You already know what it is. As always, thanks for coming through and locking in on all across on all platforms, not just in the U.S., but all over worldwide till I connect those. You know what it is, boy. It's your boy King Heru and your boy Esposito. It's the Get Righteous Podcast. We out, family.